Hey YouTube, how you doing? Destroyer here, bringing you another video of Heroes of Order and Chaos. And today I am doing an in-game build for Migrove. As you can tell, I'm wearing his Industrial Lord skin. The Migrove is a typically, an awesome mage. Does a lot of damage, a lot of AoE damage, and not meant to be, the best carry, but it's a very good mage carry. So let's get in on his build. So the first thing I build with Migrove is 2 Squire's Wisdom, just to make him more tanky and have more magical defense in the beginning. The next item I typically build is an either or. I'll start building the Leviathan Cloak, and this is good because it allows me early game to pierce through my enemy's magical defense by 20, which makes them, very weak to my skills. Or if I have enough money, because I'm a mid laner or whatever role I'm playing at the time, I'll buy an Enchanter's Ring. But typically you're going to buy a Leviathan Cloak, and that's what you're going to have money for. So the Acolyte Staff and the Life Wand is Life Ward is what builds into the Leviathan Cloak. After I finish off my Leviathan, I'll buy some Boots of Haste, and then after that I'll buy the Enchanter's Ring to maximize my damage. The next item I buy is the Staff of Exultation, and the reason I buy this is to maximize my MP. So by the time I buy this, I should be about level 5, 6, or about to become 6. So this is a good item because it maximizes that 10% of attack. No, that's 40 attack. That's 40 attack for my ulti to do extra. After this, I'm gonna go ahead and sell my squires, and if I can buy another enchanters. If I'm not able to, and I don't have the money to buy another enchanters, I'm gonna go ahead and buy a Searing Orb. Now, after I buy that secondary enchanters, I'm going to start building into another item that's really good for Migrove. I'm going to go ahead and buy this Ring of Awakening. Now, the reason I buy this item first is because it reduces my CD. And if you don't know what that means, that's the cooldown on your skills by 15%. This will allow me, 1 or 2 seconds on most of Migrove skills to cast faster, as well as a lot onto his ulti. So let's go ahead and buy this Ring of Awakening. It also helps with my NP regen. After that, I'm going to use the Ring of Awakening to build into my Frenum's Blade. So if you don't have the 1900 to build in the Frenum's Blade, buy another Ring of Exultation. So we're going to go ahead and buy this Frenum's Blade. And the reason we buy the Frenum's Blade with Migrove is because it takes my normal attack and procs it as a slow. So if you know Migrove's skills, the first and second skills, give a 30% slow as well as it does it for 7 seconds. So 30% slow for 7 seconds. This will allow me an extra 2 seconds for that slow to keep going. So I could have, if I do my skills correctly, I could have a 9-second slow on them. Keep me up and get that kill, which should happen. After that, I typically go ahead and buy the Bone Flame Wand. And if you don't have the 2100, go ahead and buy the Sapphire Amulet. And the Sapphire Amulet is going to help, as well as the Bone Flame Wand, to maximize that mana regen we were talking about. If you read its passive, that's what it does. Maximizes my MP. After this, we're going to sell this item, and it's time to go ahead and build into my boots. So I like building the Boots of Firewalker with Migrove because it gives me 10 extra damage on my ulti because of my MP. So it's built of an Acolyte Staff, which I'm going to buy that and then go ahead and increase that in the Boots of Firewalker. After I get my boots, I'm going to start using my Leviathan Cloak to maximize my damage. So I recommend buying the Lollipop here, but you don't have to go right ahead and buy the lollipop. If you're having trouble with a physical hero, I suggest you go ahead and buy some defense. Now, the defense can be switched up either way. So, most of the time, you're going to have trouble with physical heroes. So, I suggest buying physical defense. So, we're going to go for a Hades armor here. So, Monitor's Mask, we get Raven's Mail. This is going to increase my defense tremendously, and then we're going to build that into a Hades armor. And the Hades armor, it's just going to make me more defensive as well as reflect that damage. After that, we're going to buy this lollipop, and the lollipop's going to maximize my magical attack as well as give me HP and regen and make my movement speed faster. This is very good for me to get into the fights, and as well for me to get out of danger very quickly. So guys, right after this I will have the tablets I suggest and recommend for Migrove, and I'll have the talents in the description below. Please tell me your experience with Migrove, how this works for you. If you suggest something different, please write it down in the description. Thanks for watching as always, and Destroyer out. Tablets that I suggest for Migrove are these right here. Now first I want to talk about the inscriptions. The best inscriptions I recommend for Migrove are Pierce Through Magical Defense, which are the Chaos side, and for the Order side, HP inscriptions. And this is good because it makes Migrove a bit more tanky in the beginning, and late game with the Pierce Through Magical Defense makes him wreck. Some people ask me, why not, leech inscriptions, to help me leech more off the people. It's not going to be as effective as Pierce Through Magical Defense, and the reason is for that, because Pierce Through Magical Defense is going to ultimately give you more leech because the extra damage you're doing. So, the first tablet I suggest, as I do with all my heavy carry sort of carry mages, is the Elder tablet. The reason I suggest this is because it increases my physical offense by 12% of my magical attack, and as I want to maximize my magical attack with Migrove, as you just saw, this is a great tablet for Migrove. Now the next tablet I love is the tablet of Bloodlust for Migrove. This allows me to do a lot of damage with my first skill as well as my ulti. I always recommend the Tablet of Assistance, and a few others that I recommend for Migrove are a couple here as follows. Let's see, that one, that's the wrong, let's see, where's the Rage tablet at? This tablet right here, which is the Rage tablet, this helps me if I'm in lane, doing mid lane. It helps me keep my HP up drastically to stay in lane longer. So that's a good tablet to have. If you want to go a bit more tanky, the Courage tablet is a good way to go, or the Protective tablet. All of these would be wonderful choices for Migrove. So guys, please tell me if you like the build for Migrove. Tell me how you do with it. Check it out. Write down in the comments below, as well as I'll put the talents in the description. Thanks for watching, like always. I'll see y'all out in the Battle of Herodon. Destroyer out of here.